Welcome back to another Now You Know with Yorktown Joe. Today we're going to do another O-ring operation, but I thought I'd give you a little setup here. Don't mind my backdrop. This is a box that says "You're the Best" on it, and I just want you to know, thank you for watching. You are the best. Maybe no one said that to you today, but you're the best. Alright, we've got Tollbooth. He's a fairly minty example, and yet, what is going on? Oh no, he probably has original O-ring in there. So we're going to take care of that. And if you haven't seen O-ring replacement in a while, you're in for an absolute treat. I'm just kidding. My friend Wes, Joe Hunter 73, does a far better job at this than I do. But I am going to take the figure apart. Handy dandy screwdriver. This figure was from, let's see, somebody can correct me in the comments. I want to say, was he from 84? He might have been, yeah, he seems like an 84, maybe late 85 figure. He's one of the last figures that has the side-to-side neck. He and the dreadnoughts, I think, were the end of that. So he was later, but that is a good deal. If you look inside, there's a tiny little screw, and we'll just gently ease that back. Don't rush. Haste makes a crunchy waist, as they say. And we don't want to break anything, the waist, torso, or anything else. Alright, now I'm going to gently turn his head. This is kind of how I do it. And I just jiggle the front of the torso forward, the front of the chest. I set that down. And then we take a look at his arms. Now he has, remember, I think in the last one they had kind of circular arms. There's some that have conical, and this looks to be a hybrid. This looks like a conical, but it has the circumference there of one of the more rounded donut-shaped ones. I think Airborne was one that I saw had a like a running change where it went to cone shape, more like the top of an ice cream cone instead of donut shaped. So as we see here, oh good heavens, that looks like the deterioration of an original O-ring. And I'm going to gently slide the waist off there. Again, this is very old plastic, and we'll remove this. Yeah, it was hanging on. Look at, barely hanging on. All right, now debating between using a number 9 and a number 41. I just got a few number 41s from another friend, Hissing Finger, and he suggested that, and it worked really well with the Cobra Commander. You can see the difference between a 9 and 40. Now, I said diameter in the last video, but I think diameter, durometer are two different words. So the diameter is the distance between, and I think that's about the same. The durometer, one is clearly thicker in the outer rim of that, and this is obviously more thin. And with how small the torso is on old Tollbooth, I think we might have better luck with this 41 than with the number 9. So I also am looking at this waist piece, and there may not be a lot of clearance for such a thick O-ring. You can look at the original one. The original one probably quite a bit thinner, but not as thin as this. These new ones, though, are going to last a lot longer, and we'll just try that. Do that and pinch the O-ring slightly. See if I can reach that through. Always fun to do that with an audience here. Sometimes I just fish it through with the screwdriver, and sometimes, look at that. Happy little accidents, works great. Alright. Then we're going to put his back on, and then that holds in place. Look at that. It's holding in place just fine. And then that keeps your hands free to grab 2 arms, and then some people will try to hold 2 arms and a head and then grab a torso. I usually will grab the front of the torso and keep the arms balanced with my fingers like that, and these satisfying click together, and then I kind of just gently peek the head back through. Look at that, not floppy at all. All right, we'll get him his back screw back in. We'll drop that in there, give it a couple taps there. Hopefully it'll drop in. Maybe not. There, that made it in. Let's see. I'll gently tighten up the back screw. You just go till you feel a little bit of resistance, and then maybe just a slight bit beyond that, not much. And not flopping in the legs anymore. He's ready for some action. And there you have it. We got Tollbooth back in business. And hope that was fun for you to watch as it was for me to perform. And remember, if nobody told you today, you're the best. Thanks again for watching, and now you know with Yorktown Joe.